might be broken.
Before we continue with today's video, I'd like to shout out the sponsor, Simply Carbon Fiber.
Simply Carbon Fiber has been one of my favorite long-term sponsors, and that's because they have such awesome carbon fiber products. And if you guys can't tell, I'm absolutely obsessed with carbon fiber. All Simply Carbon Fiber products are made with 100% real carbon fiber, super lightweight, durable, and looks absolutely beautiful. Some of their products include these lightweight, slim wallets which hold up to 6 cards, your cash in the back, and it's also available in both twill and forged carbon fiber. One of their newest products are these slice and plate frames for both your motorcycles and cars, also available in twill and forged carbon fiber.
Not only those, but they also have a ton of products on their website, so go check it out. It's going to be a top link in the description down below. They have a ton of stuff from watches, sunglasses, phone cases, you name it. If it's carbon fiber accessories, they got it. So take advantage of my discount code and go get some carbon fiber goodies for yourself or for some loved ones. Back to the video.
Everything's all cleaned up. Hopefully no leaks in sight.
Cold out, man. Had to shut the visor. Woo. She feels solid and crispy. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another video on the H2R. The H2R is breathing right now, man. It's super cold out. It's been raining the past couple of days. I mean, look at these beautiful skies. You know, after the rain, it's always like super clear. You got some snow on the mountains over there. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, this is gonna be an extremely chill ride, so nothing crazy with the H2R today. Or at least that's what we say always. But no, seriously. Because last time, I don't know if I mentioned in one of the videos, I think I did one of my garage videos, and I told you guys that after the last ride we did with the H2R, when we put race gas in it, which still has the 101 race fuel, by the way, which you guys destroyed this thing in the comments saying 101 is not race fuel, blah blah blah. Bro, like, I'm gonna put a clip in here. It literally says race fuel on the pump. It's not like I'm the one that was like, okay, this is race fuel. And also I did some research, and also somebody commented that so the ratings are different here in the US. So it might say our highest is 91, but based on how the ratings are calculated, our 91 is equivalent to, like, I believe you guys are like 95 or 98 or something like that. So it's technically, even though it says a lower number, it's pretty much the same thing. So that being said, 101 I think is supposed to be like 105 to 110, something like that, race fuel, which is a very high octane, you know, fuel, which the pump says is race fuel. So it's not like it's me that is saying it's race fuel. So but anyways, after that, you know, we tested out the race fuel. Obviously, couldn't resist not doing a few pulls. Throw a couple clips here for you guys, since, you know, we're not gonna be doing anything crazy this time. Pretty much what's gonna happen right now is that I'm going on like this chillest, you know, normal ride, doing the speed limit like we always do. And after that, I'm gonna inspect my engine casing, because my H2R might be broken. Fear not, no matter what happens, this is my baby, so we will sort it out. But I want to do more inspections and see if it's actually messed up, if it's broken, or if that was just a fluke. So what we're gonna do is, you know, go on a very chill ride, you know, as chill as possible. Temperatures are down, boost temps are at 98, brother. I've never seen it that low. That's actually insane because it's so cold. Oh my god, today I could potentially do a new top speed run. I have the race fuel, boost temps are at an all-time low, the bike temperatures are low, but we want to play it safe. We want to check to make sure that there's no like oil leaking or anything like that. Now I've talked to Troy from BT Moto, I've talked to a lot of people, and there's a lot of theories of why it could be leaking. I'm hoping it's nothing more than a gasket. It's not like anything internal in the engine. I mean, the bike feels, sounds amazing, everything seems fine. If anything, with the race fuel, it could be placebo, but I feel like it sounds better than before. You know, the way it starts, the way it idled, it sounded really good. Everything feels right and normal to me, but we want to be on the safe side because after that ride last time, I checked the engine casing and there was a bunch of oil kind of like all over. It's not like a full-on leak, but it was definitely enough splatters. I've never emerged into a freeway so peacefully before in my life. But yeah, dang it, I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit, but so pretty much it started leaking. Hopefully it's not like anything more than maybe just a gasket, like a seal broke or anything like that. But we talked to a lot of people and there's a lot of theories that we'll stop talk about as we inspect her. You know, it is a very much cooler day. We're not pushing the bike at all. So I want to make sure that if it's a slow leak, it wasn't anything drastic with the leak. It was very, very minor. So, which is, you know, why I'm not like too concerned. But we still want to be safe and sure. This is an H2R engine. You know, the H2 engines alone are obviously very expensive since they're supercharged. This is the H2R engine, which has the cams and I think other goodies is what I've heard. So we want to make sure she's safe. We want to make sure she's good. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Turn her off. Let's actually check the coolant temps are in the 150s. That's after stopping. And boost temps are at 100. I've never seen them under 100. That's crazy. But, you know, also never ridden the H2R this chill in my life. Alright, so far, there's nothing. Listen, guys, I'm not a tech. I'm not a mechanic. So I don't know too much when it comes to details like this. But long story short, last time I noticed it mainly here on the swing arm. There was like a couple splatters that I thought initially was brake fluid because we recently replaced this. We have a nice reservoir matching the top from Rizoma. So I thought usually when you replace it, there's some kind of like leftover fluids that get caught like in the cap or in the seal or something like that, and it kind of gets all over. So it's kind of like all over here, and I cleaned it up and then noticed there's a lot more. So there was a lot more here, there's more here on the inside, and what got me worried is that there's a bunch right here around mainly the bottom section of the engine casing. That definitely got me a little concerned. It wasn't coming from the top, or at least I don't remember. I was talking to a lot of people and they were like, it's a lot more likely to come from the head gasket and all of that. So I was like, I don't know. They were like, yeah, this top part, which is the head gasket, it's more likely to come from that. If it's coming from right here in the center of your engine casing, then that's a much bigger job too, and blah blah blah. So we're hoping it's not. I thought it was coming from like right here, that little crevice. It looked like there was more than normal here, but it could be, if it is engine fluid, it could be just, you know, it got from the back and kind of got all over. I mean, brake fluid. So I hope it's just brake fluid and not actually a leak. So far this is looking good. I mean, yeah, this was a very short ride and very chill, but it's not leaking. Another theory that actually Troy from BT Moto told me, checking the oil levels, everything's looking good. It's looking kind of clean, not the cleanest, but clean enough. Yeah, we recently switched it, so it's clean. We'll probably change it again soon. Now that I have all these different bikes, I have everything kind of like logged onto my phone. I'm like, this is when we did the oil change and all these details. Oh, finally, I needed to check something, which it does not have. That's what I assumed. Sorry guys, my ADHD is like kind of maxed out right now because I low-key really want to ride. It's been raining a lot, but I'm also super busy. We have a lot of projects that we're working on, so stay tuned. You know, there might be a meet sometime soon. My birthday is also coming up, like less than 10 days or so. Not that that matters, but you know, that's still like, I'm trying to debate if I want to host a meet or a ride. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to host a meet or a ride for my birthday, you know, just for fun. So, you know, might just do a little something small just for me, honestly, more than anything else, because this is what I love to do, and, you know, hang out and meet some people. Something like very casual and chill. And I have a couple businesses and projects that I'm working on, and a bunch of big mods coming in for this, maybe the Super Veloce and a bunch of stuff. So I'm kind of slammed. So I'm sorry that the content is slow. I apologize sincerely. I've been slacking on the content, so I'm not, faking that. But I would love to get back to it. Riding season is about to start. It's officially March, so the weather is getting better and better. How did we go on the shorter ride and we hit all these bugs? All right, we should get a mini detail when we get back. Yeah, you guys always ask me how do I keep my bikes clean. I'm just OCD, man, when it comes to this stuff. I just, like, as soon as I see a speck, I'm like, clean it, even though you're not supposed to kind of do this with your hands and nails. Clean it right away, which helps, by the way. If you leave like bug splats and stuff like that on the bike for longer, then it's going to be a lot harder to clean later on. It kind of like leaves residue and it could take off like your paint and all. So little info. But anyways, what were we talking about? Man, I feel like I jumped into like 10 topics at the same time. Oh, hello there. Hellcat wide body, I believe. Yeah, Hellcat wide body. So yeah, the leak is not here. I was assuming, oh, we're talking to Troy. Thank you, man, appreciate it. Nice car too. What's up? Yeah, it's an H2R. It's the race version. Yeah.
What's your channel?
It's called K.
Dude, why do I feel like I've seen one of your...
If you watch motorcycle stuff, maybe there's a small chance.
I literally just picked up my AGV helmet, my gloves, jacket.
Okay, so you're about to ride, or do you ride already?
I'm like planning on taking my MSF course maybe in a couple weeks.
I'm doing it the smart way. Good job, good job, good job.
I've been learning it. I'm gonna search you up right now and follow you.
For sure, man. No, you're good, don't worry about it.
Like, dude, that's
Yeah.
Enjoy it, dude.
For sure, man. Be safe.
Right now.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you. You too. Have a good one, man. What a nice guy. And a sick car. One of the Hellcat bros. If you guys, the OGs remember that I had a Hellcat. A Challenger, not a Charger, but still, Hellcat fam. Love those cars. So much fun. Rowdy. They're kind of like low-key the H2 of the muscle cars. Not all cars, because I know you guys are going to be like, no, what do you mean the H2 and the H2 are way cooler, but in the muscle car scene, oh, sounds nice. Mine was obnoxious, my Hellcat, because I had, a mid-muffler delay and all that. But anyways, holy brain fog's on a different level today. Oh, so yeah, I was saying, luckily, no leaks right now. Last time we were assuming because such a high-speed run, Troy was telling me that when oil gets hot, like at those speeds, all the temps are running so hot that, the oil got so thin and then it leaked through. So that might be an occasion of, only if I'm doing crazy top speed runs could potentially happen. Not saying that it's okay, but, that means it's less of a big deal than, if I just go on a ride and it leaks. We were supposed to just turn the bike on and see if it leaks or not, but I was like, whatever, I'll just go do a chill ride, and luckily no leaks have been spotted, so I think we're good. Maybe on the way back after this, we'll do like mini little pull just to see if she's still good or not. I still think, I'm hoping that it's just brake fluid, nothing crazy. But anyways, if it was anything like this, if it was like a leak where I have to literally open up my entire engine, then at that point we're going all crazy with the H2R, honestly. If that happens, so far the plan is to go stage 1 on the supercharger gears and do a rear hub, because I don't think the power is limiting this bike for more top speeds. I think it's the gearing. So we're gonna change the entire hub sometime soon. So this whole setup, this is kind of the rear hub that holds your sprocket, and your sprocket right here is the size of it. The smaller you go, the more top speed you can do. This is the smallest I can put on this hub, which is the OEM H2R hub. So aftermarket, I could get a smaller hub that would fit an even much smaller sprocket, which will allow me for a much bigger top speed. So that's the plan, as well as stage 1 supercharger gears. We'll probably do the hub first, and then later on, when it's time where we can tune it, and because that's still a big job. Supercharger gears for stage 1 are going to be right behind this guy. Unfortunately, you can't just take this off and do them. The tank, everything has to come off. Everything here has to come off, and obviously this top section of the engine casing has to come off, which, is still a big job, and it's still, a very long full day, maybe even multiple day type of job. So that's why I'm like 50-50 about doing all that just to go stage 1, but I also want to play it safe because we're not adding an intercooler. And oh, I remembered earlier that I was looking at this, and we don't have an O2 sensor on the H2R exhaust, which my friend told me to kind of invest in one. Is this hot? Titanium, that's a beautiful thing. It's like barely hot. Oh, the engine casing is hot though. Do not touch that. Okay, there's a little smudge on the exhaust. See, that's what I mean by OCD. I just can't resist. But barely tapped the engine casing with the back of my hand. And yeah, and also never touch your exhaust like this because it's gonna leave fingerprints. So, but this has already been colored and all that, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyways, there's no O2 sensor hole. If you guys don't know, usually stock bikes have like a little hole where you plug in an O2 sensor and it kind of reads your AFR and all that for the bike. Usually when you put an exhaust system, you kind of delete that. But for race bikes like this, where you really need to monitor everything, I was going to plug into the exhaust the O2 sensor if it had the hole, and then run an AFR AFR gauge and put it right here so I can know my air to fuel ratio at all times to keep this bike as healthy and safe as possible, since you know she does a lot of crazy speeds. So fortunately can't do that because there is no O2 sensor plug. Usually it would sit somewhere around here. So yeah, that option has gone out of the window. But like I said, we're doing the rear hub and potentially doing the stage 1 for now. And I'm gonna wait to get the full carbon fiber tank to do the stage 1, because you know we're gonna have to lift this off, so it'll be like one big job. And then after that, we're definitely gonna need to tune her, so hopefully we'll line that up with BT Moto, because I can't be riding that thing after. Not only the sprocket is not a big deal, most people are like, you don't really need to retune after changing sprocket. I think they said when it's a drastic change, it's better to get it retuned. So I don't know, we'll find out. I'll talk to Troy more about it and we'll see if it's worth it. But mainly when you mess with the supercharger gears, because you're, you know, adding more boost, you definitely need a retune for that. I'll ask him how dangerous it is if I don't retune it right away, because again, I'm not familiar with this. I've never done a build like this. But before we continue the ride, I want to say that if this leak persists and we do like more pulls and it starts leaking and it becomes a bigger problem where we have to get into the engine, then at that point I'm just gonna go all crazy and do a full build. We'll probably do at least stage 2, probably stage 3 supercharger gears. We'll add the intercooler. We'll pretty much do everything you can do to build more horsepower while being somewhat reliable, because I don't want it to be, I know some issues when you build them to like crazy powers, they become very unreliable, which I don't want. You know, I still want to enjoy this and ride it whenever I want. That's why I'm not stretching it, not doing any of that stuff. My main thing is that I want to take it out and enjoy it and not worry about it breaking, but while maximizing power. So we'd add an intercooler because that'll be safer, and we'll most likely do stage 3, and we'll do like a more conservative to not like kind of max out power on it, because it's gonna have more than enough anyways. That's the plan if it has a leak, and if it doesn't have a leak, then the plan is to just stick with stage 1, you know, with the carbon tank, with everything else that we're doing to it. I think that's gonna be more than enough. Oh, and I need to remind myself when I get back home that I would like to buy another one of these, because they're different from the H2s, and I'm gonna send it to like a tint shop so I can slightly tint it. I don't want it to be like a dark smoke, but the clear also doesn't look the cleanest. I mean, this bike looks insanely aggressive from the front, so I think with us like a medium, not a light tint, but a medium tint right here, it's gonna look absolutely beautiful. I just wanted to talk about all this. There's a lot of plans, potentially a new bike coming soon to the channel, potentially some bikes being sold. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna be making a lot more content, updating you guys about everything, and hopefully within this month we'll get most of these stuff sorted out, and then we can go back to more going to meets and rides and crazy stuff like that. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, nothing on this bike is a matte satin carbon except this piece, so maybe I'll get this clear coated somewhere so it matches everything, because initially I was just gonna add the supercharger logo here, but low-key I kind of like the minimalistic look. I kind of like the carbon with the titanium, you know what I mean? You can tell it's a H2R, so that's kind of like good enough. I mean, I added these and I added H2R here. I didn't put the Ninja just because, you know, I'm trying to keep it like clean. So I think it looks good as is. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should add the logo, but most likely I'll just clear coat this. I think it'll look really sick if I do that. But yeah, that's the plans of the H2R. and luckily she's not broken. So, you know, that was testing my H2R if it's broken or not. Let's try this thing. I'm gonna get a couple pictures because, come on, look at her in the sun. Yeah, I think it was just getting used to him type of thing in the start. I wasn't sure because I've had my H2 for 5 years now, which I bought on my birthday, believe it or not. So, you know, since my birthday's coming up, the H2R's 5-year anniversary is coming up too. So we're gonna do, you know, a little anniversary ride with her. Or maybe I'll take her for, if we do a little host and meet or something like that. I'll take the H2 since, you know, it's our 5-year anniversary. We'll see. But yeah, let's get going. Have Loki. Never heard it idle kind of funny like that, kind of like go up and down. That's a new thing. Could be fuel related, I don't know. That's all, nothing crazy, you know. Like I said, we're playing it safe this time. You know, we want to make sure that this bike is good, so that's it for the pulls. Maybe we'll do a couple of revs right here. Right? We kind of have to. Alright guys. This bike sounds insane. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Luckily so far the H2R is good. If I go back home soon and there's a leak, I'll obviously film it and show you guys, but if not and this video ends, that means we ended on a good note and there is no leaks, even though this wasn't anything crazy, but still a little bit more than what we did previously, which was a complete chill ride. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, subscribe, stay tuned, peace out, right side.
I think we found the culprit, you guys. Did my inspection. As I was telling you guys, it looked like initially it was coming from right here, that little crevice, which Loki was looking under certain different lights. There's like a little speck that I don't know if I'm tripping or, you know, slightly damp. Same thing like right here. See, the thing is on this, you can see that this is not like lined up nice. It's not like smooth. If you go on the H2, look how nicely sealed this is. You know what I mean? You almost can't see the separation. Look at that. You see that? That's my H2. So you can clearly see how this is, you know, separated and not as seamless, kind of like this part up here. So I don't know. Well, no, not this part right here. See, this is a lot more cleaner. This has some sort of separation, but I don't think this is the issue so far because it's not actually, there's no leak or anything. Might be a little thing because it's, you know, not perfectly aligned, but look at this right here. Come on. There you go. You see all that? Okay, I mean, this is really hot, but you guys have it. Oil. I'm assuming it's from this guy. This guy might not be sealed as good. Look at all that. As the OEM. So, you know, next time we do anything crazy, we might put back the OEM. Like I said, I kind of wanted to clear this anyways. So maybe we'll put back the OEM, check the seal on it and all that. And if this still continues, then we know it's for sure from here and not from there, which is a much better thing. You know, I should have thought about it too because, you know, this is a carbon piece. It's obviously not as solid and durable as, you know, like the OEM casing. So hopefully it's just this and that's all. But yeah, you can see like the whole thing, even by the carbon, the top is all damp. So yeah, I think this is it, but who knows, maybe the separation is scaring me since it's not like that on the H2. But yeah, so far, success.